Hi, my name is Johannes from Sodatana, Biology is my nature. Sodatana offers services in three distinct areas. The first is protein and mRNA design and optimization. The second is immunoinformatics and everything related to that area, including vaccines and to some degree antibodies. And the third area is knowledge, in particular custom reporting regarding basically any area of biomedical interest and the integration of heterogeneous biomedical data. Regarding protein engineering, typical scenarios that I've been presented with so far are modification of proteins for increased enzymatic activity, selection of domains, of foremost probably just the identification of domains, finding out there are domains, modeling of the protein, suggesting domains for recombinant production, probably because they cover the antigenic space of the protein best, or because they're most stable, most easily produced, most soluble, or introducing point mutations for changing these properties, making proteins more soluble, more or less glycosylated. Also, one aspect is having that done just for actually having a better product, and the second is, of course, that affects intellectual property. The second area is mRNA design. mRNA is a very interesting molecule, of course, closely related to what it encodes, the protein. And we have developed some technology, particularly methods in codon and bicodon optimization, in particular global bicodon optimization, to make mRNAs more closely related to RNAs well expressed or highly expressed in particular tissues. And there is a database we call RNA-tag, which can be used to select UTRs optimal for expressing particular frames, particular genes highly in specific tissues. We have a lot of experience in vaccine design, in particular with peptide vaccines, so selection of peptides from immunogenic areas, combination of these for B or T cell vaccines, population coverage of strains. So in this case, it doesn't matter whether it's actually peptides or not. The same actually applies to entire proteins. So consensus antigens, modeling of these antigens, creating fusions, validating what the immunogenicity of those might be, particularly in the fusion area, so where there's any artificial epitopes, the entire spectrum, including vaccine pipelines. And the third area, custom reporting, actually not originally an intention, but because there is a lot of biomedical background in Sodatana. Quite often, particularly for startups, it's beneficial to have just a background search or additional opinion on particular biomedical areas. Something, when lots of people are working in the lab, they probably don't have the time or the desire to do background searches, including IP searches. And so we do that for our customers. So we monitor a particular area, or we just write a custom report. That's actually the more typical thing. Custom reporting on particular areas, including where innovation might be possible. The second aspect is integration of heterogeneous data, so genes, proteins, small molecules, isoforms, whatever basically, literature, keyword searches on that literature, patent literature, and interlinking all that and storing in the database so that some analysis can be done on that, particularly suggesting of new targets of interest, alternative targets of interest. That can be very useful.